Why is the internet going crazy over Sony's new entry-level full-frame camera, the Sony A7 III? Well, in today's video, we're going to do a Sony A7 III unboxing, and then I'm going to give you the first 3 things you need to do with your new camera and tell you one thing that surprisingly isn't in the box. My name is Luke, creator of WeddingFilmCoach.com and executive producer at LW Films. And Wedding Film Coach is all about helping people get started with video and develop their craft, design a profitable business, and define their brand. If you're interested in getting started with video, whether it's with weddings, commercials, or even just family videos, then you are in the perfect place. If you will, real quick, go ahead and click or tap on the subscribe and notification buttons. That way you'll make sure to keep your edge over your competition with every video I put out. So, the Sony A7 III. Okay, let's get this thing unboxed. Okay, so the first thing you come to are all of the manuals and the registrations and the warranties, all of that information. And this is actually going to be the first thing I'm going to share with you to do once you get your once you get your camera out of the box, is to go ahead and read the manual. This manual is gonna be very helpful for you, and obviously you don't want to read it like a book, go through page by page, but there's a list of all the functions that are in here, and even if you're familiar with Sony Alpha cameras and you feel like you got a handle on all the settings, all the menus are a little bit different, all the settings are a little bit different in each of these cameras, and so I would just say go to where all the listing is of all the different functions and all the different menu settings, and just browse through, and that way if you come to anything that's new or that you haven't seen before, you'll be able to go straight to that spot in the manual, see what it is, and educate yourself. That way you'll be able to use your camera more effectively, more productively. Next thing we come to, we got a strap in here. I'm a videographer, and so if I do video, and I do not use these. If you're a photographer, you would definitely want to hold on to this camera strap, but for video, some people use these for stabilization. I'll either use a monopod or go handheld, or my preferred method is using a gimbal, but I don't use these camera strap, and so if you need it, keep it. If you don't, chuck it. Next, we come to the actual camera body, and this is going to be the second thing that I'm going to suggest to you to do with your camera body, is take these little dangly things off. Do you hear that? Man, that's annoying. And so again, if you're not a photographer, you don't need that camera strap that we just threw away. Go ahead and get rid of these camera strap hooks as well, because they're just going to be noisy, they're going to annoy you, and also that's going to show up in your audio with your footage. Whatever you're filming, these things are going to show up because it's going to rattle. Even if you try to be really careful, you'll go to change a dial or something and you'll hit it, and it's just going to be noisy. So go ahead and get rid of it. All right, great. Now we have the camera strap hooks off, and you can hear no jingle, no annoying noises, and so that's going to save you a lot of hassle in the future, trust me. Okay, so what's next? Next thing we have here is a battery. You'll definitely need that. And then a USB charging block. And then a USB cord to go from the charging block into your camera. Now, notice what isn't in here. A charging station is not included in this box. And so, you know, that's something that I would suggest to go ahead and buy, whether you've already purchased this camera or you're planning to purchase this camera. Go ahead and buy a charging station, whether through Amazon or Sony's website. I'll include a link to a great inexpensive charger that you can get on Amazon. I got one before I got my camera, and I'm looking forward to using that because I don't want to have to plug. So right now, you're stuck with having to plug this in directly to the camera while the battery is in here to get it charged. And of course, if you want your batteries to be charging while you're using the camera, you can't really be tethered to an outlet. You got to be able to move around. And so that's definitely one thing you want to buy, is that charging station. Okay, so what's actually the third thing that I'm going to suggest you do with your camera after you get it out of the box? Well, that is, of course, once you get your battery charged and get it in the camera, is to go through your menu and define your custom settings. And whether you're a photographer or a videographer, you're going to want to have custom settings, custom buttons mapped out, and your custom function menu mapped out as well. And this is going to save you a lot of time. It's going to make your camera yours. It's going to make it work the way that you want it to, and it's going to make it work for the kind of work that you do. Very important to go through. And if you're just starting out, then you probably don't know what you need to customize yet. I'm going to have another video about that coming soon as well, especially if you're a videographer or you're interested in video. Okay, and so now we come to the point of the day where I want to do a question of the day. And since this is Wedding Film Coach's first video, I'm just going to use a question that I get asked a lot, and that is, how do you get started with video? How do you get started with wedding films specifically? And the best answer I know to give to that is actually found in a free ebook that I'm going to offer you as kind of my gift to you as a thank you for stopping by and watching the channel. You can stop by my website, weddingfilmcoach.com, and there's going to be a free ebook in there that's going to go through how to get started with video, how to get your first clients, how to get your first gear, how to make your first videos, deliver those, that whole process. And it's a great resource. So go to the link below and go get that free ebook, my gift to you as a thank you. Well, that wraps up our unboxing and the 3 helpful tips. If you are planning on purchasing this camera, then I've included a link below that will help you get right there, exactly where you need to be, get the right camera, and so you can go ahead and use that. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it actually helps me out a little bit, so I would appreciate that. It'll help me keep making videos on this channel and help giving you great content. And thanks again for watching. If you have any questions or you have any comments, what did you do first when you got your camera? Or if you're still planning on purchasing this camera, then go ahead and let me know in the comments. Tell me what you're excited about. Tell me if you have any questions about the camera that I can help answer so that you'll be able to get started with it quicker whenever you get it in your hands. So I guess that's all. I'm Luke from weddingfilmcoach.com, and I'll see you in the next video.